Okay, for this painting project, I've got my gradation and my paint that I'm going to be using. It's a monochromatic color scheme. And here's my drawing that I've lightly sketched out. Unfortunately, my camera did not record this the way I wanted it, so your picture is going to be a little bit sideways. So I'm going to lay in the basic colors here. I'm going to start with the lighter colors on the left, and then my darker colors are going to be on the right. And so for the background of the cup, or the base color of the cup, I'm going to do kind of a tinted light blue color. It's very, very pale light blue. And it's just establishing my boundaries here with the white and laying in the colors. Now for the cup, I'm going to paint sideways on the body of the cup. It helps create a more three-dimensional look. If I were to paint up and down, it would make it look flat. So I'm just laying in my base coat. The cardboard does tend to soak in some paint. And as I go across, I'm just adding a little bit more blue pigment. So now I'm deepening the color, painting the inside of the cup to establish space. Just kind of touching up some shadows wherever I feel like it. And then I'm filling in the right side of the cup. This is going to be several layers of blue, starting just with a mid-tone, and then I'll be deepening that color. Black is a very strong pigment, so a little goes a long ways. So I just want this really deep navy color on the side. So as the light is coming into the window, you can see the dramatic value on the outside of the cup. On the inside of the cup, the shadow is going to be opposite because the rim is stopping the light, so it's going to be opposite. It's going to be darker on the left and it's going to be lighter on the right inside the cup. So I'm just adding some more. I'm getting ready to do this wet on wet technique here. So I add my dark blue paint on one side, and then I'm going to add lighter paint on the other side, right up next to it, overlapping it just a little bit. And I'm going to go back over it again and just blend them seamlessly together so it looks like a nice smooth cup gradating from light to dark. And it gives it that three-dimensional pop. So as you can tell, every once in a while I'll go back onto the left side and highlight. The paint dulls as it's drying, and I just want that white to be as bright and to pop as much as possible. So you'll see me going back over it. Now, there we go. I'm putting the highlight inside of the cup because that sunlight is going to hit that side of the cup there. It's going to be opposite inside of the cup. Okay, so now I'm just going to identify my horizon line because our objects are going to set on a surface. So just creating this horizon here. So now it's settled and it's setting on something. I'm going to switch to a larger brush so that you can fill in a lot quicker. The black paint was really soaking in, so I was having to use quite a big bit of paint. So the NTI day 1, I had you all do textures. So this is something important to think about for your backgrounds. All those different patterns and textures that you collected and drew, you can use those as designs in your paintings anywhere. And I'm going to do that in just a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more black onto the left side than the right, just so that the black appears to be like a shadow on the other side. And then I'm going to switch my color, and I'm going to add ochre, which is a complementary color to blue. And this is where my camera gets a little wonky. I don't know why. I thought I was painting it so you could see it, but it's sideways. So I'm just going to do a geometric pattern in the background with this ochre color. Orange is a complementary color to this blue. And then I'm going to do a grid pattern in the background, kind of like a crosshatch, just something fun and funky so that you pay attention to the cup. And it complements the cardboard color that I have. I tend to use things that are natural, and I'm trying to speed up this project on purpose. So I'm going to add a little bit more on the bottom. On the base, I'm going to add another little crosshatch so it looks like the sunlight is shooting through there, highlighting the black surface. And then at the end, I'm going to touch up with just a little bit more white to add a highlight again to that drying white paint so it really pops. So I expect you to take your time with this project, have fun with this project. I painted this. It is on speed, 2 times the speed, so it's a time lapse. And I cut a lot of my grunt work out of there. So I just wanted to show you what an object should look like, and I can't wait to see your all's pictures. So if you could take a picture of your finished painting, you can email it or submit it on Google Classroom. And I hope you all have fun painting this week. See you all.